So with Godzilla King of the Monsters only less than 2 months away, and Godzilla vs. Kong already within less than a year of that movie coming out in March of 2020, we still don't know for sure if Kong is going to be in this movie or not. We know we're going to feel his presence in some form after the director quoted, "We're not bending over backwards to introduce Kong in this movie, but there will be breadcrumbs." And as much as I would like to see Kong on screen, obviously in Godzilla King of the Monsters, there are so many monsters already. You have Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Rodan, Mothra, and a bunch of mystery monsters you've seen just from the TV spots. You've heard in the TV spots there's over 17 different monsters currently all around the world, and there are just so many kaijus right now. So obviously it's pretty clear we're probably not going to get Kong in a big part of this movie, but I really do think we will see him either at the end of the movie or an end credit scene. And while I do have my ideas for how we will see him at the end of this movie or in an end credit scene, it is worth noting that Kong is on Skull Island. Kong is on Skull Island, which is very far away from any mainland. It's really interesting that we don't know how he's going to get off the island, and it's going to be very interesting to find out how he does get off. We can assume he can swim. We can assume he can swim, but to suggest that he swims that far back to mainland is kind of crazy to think about, and it's just very interesting to see how he will get to fight Godzilla, or maybe we'll find out that Godzilla actually comes to him. But I definitely do think that we will not see him in the main parts of this movie. We will either see him at the end of the movie or an end credit scene, and the way I think this will go down is it'll pan to Skull Island, you kind of see fog, and you hear footsteps, and suddenly you see the old footprint of Kong and his new, bigger foot, because obviously he grows a lot to be able to fight Godzilla. He's going to have to. Covers up the old footprint. I think this would be a great way to show how much he's grown and how much bigger he really is. A very subtle hint, and you really don't even see his full body. It just shows how big he is and teases Godzilla vs. Kong, which is coming out so soon, less than a year away from that movie already, and to tease that would be a great way to end the movie, and I honestly would rather see this in an end credit scene, just to give Godzilla his own movie, because in Kong Skull Island, after that movie ended, the end credit scene was Godzilla, so it only makes sense, since this movie's building up to Godzilla vs. Kong, that the end credit scene of Godzilla is Kong. And I would be fine with Kong growling or something like that, just like they did with Godzilla. This is my best suggestion of how we're going to see Kong, and in the way we will. And I think it'd be awesome to see a little subtle hint of how much bigger Kong is, and that he's ready to go fight Godzilla in a movie that could be one of the best monster movies we've ever seen. Seeing Godzilla go up against Kong, two of the biggest, most popular monsters ever. And this movie is just, could be insane. And to have this little tease to the movie at the end of Godzilla will definitely have people hyped for that movie out of their minds. But make sure you let me know down below what you think of my theory. If you think we're going to see Kong at the end of the movie or an end credit scene, or if you think it's just going to be very subtle hints throughout the movie, because Godzilla vs. Kong is so close. It comes out within less than a year now, and it's Godzilla vs. Kong, one of the biggest movies ever. And make sure you let me know down below how much you'll think we'll see Kong, or if we'll see him at all. And thanks for watching.